What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Now, I've been very hesitant to talk about this whole situation with Eric and Lau Menendez because I wanted to see what ultimately happened as far as them being paroled. And they now have both been denied parole, which I think was the absolute correct decision here. For whatever reason, there seems to have been this growing media campaign for them to be released. And I've noticed there's all this revisionist history now where supposedly they were the victims of abuse, in particular physical and even sexual abuse, supposedly, although I never heard that when they first killed their parents. I never heard that. Not any credible evidence of that. And, it just seemed like there's been this constant media campaign to evoke sympathy for them. When if you saw the crime photos, they're horrific. And when the Menendez brothers did this crime, I think back in '89 or whatever, they became synonymous with entitled, brat, spoiled, murderous, I guess what we would call potential Nepo babies. Like they became the face of that, the psycho boys, the psycho kids. And somehow the last couple of years has been morphed into that, somehow they are the victims here. And I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't want to hear that. Same thing when it comes to this chick right here, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Now, supposedly she had to endure a lot of years of psychotic abuse at the hands of her mother, and her mother making her take medications, I think, that she didn't need to take. And look, I truly believe that at times, there are times people can undergo a psychotic break. The human brain can only take so much. The human mind, I should say, can only take but so much. And I do understand that sometimes people snap. But when you read about the fact that she and her boyfriend planned the murder of her mother, and that either she or the boyfriend stabbed the mother, 40, 50, 60 times. And then I think while the mother's corpse was on the floor, I'm forgetting some details now, but while the mother's corpse was on the floor, she and the boyfriend had sex in the mother's bed. I mean, the shit seems rather satanic and evil, okay? So for her to be, then you look at the fact that she used that nice guy, the chubby dude, she used him for any type of extension of love and connection when she was locked up. And then when it became convenient for her after she got donations or some shit or some types of deals. I know she came in contact with some type of money, plastic surgeries, and she improved herself because she ditched her fiance/husband for the dude that she wanted the whole time. And I just get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. I see through that dumb shit. At the end of the day, and I could be wrong, ladies and gentlemen, this is just an opinion. At the end of the day, when it comes to the Menendez brothers, I think the media, in their selfish way, just wanted to extend this story somehow. They were looking at it as, well, let's push and pressure the criminal justice system to release them on sympathetic grounds because it benefits us. We can get interviews with these guys. We can get interviews, and what's going to be cash bonanza as far as ratings for us. We're going to get insight on this story that we haven't seen before. We're going to dramatize this thing And, we're going to break the internet with the Menendez interviews. I know how these cocksuckers think. They're not motivated by justice anymore. Those people are now no longer even in the industry. The only people that are in the industry now, as far as the media is concerned, they control it. All they care about is money. All they care about is money and ratings and protecting themselves. The imperial media. That's how I look at this situation. And I have to be honest with you. And I know somebody's like, oh, you always bringing up race. Well, I'm sorry, but it's always there. I've always said this. I thought the media was fairer when I was growing up. I never really saw, you saw race a little bit, but it was not as pronounced as it is today, which doesn't make sense when you look at it at first glance, because you say, well, wait a minute. Media is more diverse than ever before. So why does it seem like to you, media is more racist? Because there are a lot of black people who are racist as fuck against their own people. And there are a lot of people who are black or non-white who feel an obligation to do whatever they can, as Stephen A. Smith puts it, to please their bosses. So they play the game. They play the game. They're more fearful than the others who have gotten their job, who feel like they got it through their hard work and they ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. Don't get me wrong, they respect the hierarchy, but they don't have the slave mentality that some of those, unfortunately, that look like me in this industry have. So that explains it. That's why I say to this day, if Pete Rose was accused of what he was accused of 35 years ago, I don't think he would have ever been banned from baseball, because he would have had this magical contingent of fans who felt like he could do nothing wrong. But, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, tell me what you guys think.